Alright, we are back. Everything is dry. It's actually the next day. The gold came off of me, as I thought it would. So today, first thing I'm going to do is glitter it up. I think I showed you this yesterday. This is some tulip, it's some kind of fabric paint, shimmer fabric paint, but it works really well on the paper. So I think I want this, I was thinking maybe just in the red spots, but now I think I might want it everywhere. I'm not sure. So it just kind of, whoops, sorry. Just kind of touch it in there, you get a little on your finger and it kind of rubs around. Oh yeah, I think this is going to go everywhere. And I'm probably going to speed this part up just a little bit. That's not super visible on that middle part, so I'm not going to really worry about that. I'm wondering how it'll, yeah, I'm going to put it on these things too. Maybe help yellow them up and make them blend a little better. Learn our artistic noob lessons. Oh, this is an adventure. Like I said, I watch lots of YouTube, so I've seen how a lot of this stuff's supposed to work, but it's totally different when you get it like in real life and you're trying stuff out. Okay, so there are those. Alright, we're going to set this aside to dry. Move him over and we're going to work on our wreath. I wanted to try edging that again with the Distress ink, see if we can darken up some of those parts, since we lost some of them in the whole painting coloring debacle. And like I said, this is embossed, so I may have ruined the embossing with my, well, it's not too bad, with my water, because it pilled pretty good. Oh, there we go. I actually find that quite nice. One other thing I want to do right now while we're edging is, I've made these little, this is a little die cut I happen to have. I have a few die cuts, not many. So I've cut one of these for every day and stamped them, December 1st through 25th. I just thought maybe I'd just edge this in black. I kind of wish I had some antique linen distress ink, but because then I could color it up, but I don't. So, and my browns are way too brown to be giving it a truly like brown background color. So there we go. That gives him a little bit of a border. Next for my wreath, I'm hoping I can find them all. There were 5 spots where there were supposed to be holly berries, and I'm going to use these seed beads. Oh, that was cute. Apparently I don't know where the low point in my paper is. I probably should have used like a little cup or a dish. I really need to get maybe one of those little palettes that has the little cuppy things. I have some multimedia matte, but it has this great big brush thingy on it. So my thought is that I will put some of this up here. I also don't, oh, I guess that comes off. I don't know. I've only seen it in little squirter bottles where they put the fine tips on, which is what I was hoping for, but this is what I've got. So I have a paintbrush that I'm hoping I can just dab this down and stick my 3 little, and these just came from a mixed set of seed beads. I bought one of those big bags from the craft store one time, And then, crazy me, because you know I am, I went through and sorted them all by color. So I have these little container things for each color. Yeah, that's something crazy people do, Emily. Alrighty, so let me glue the rest of these on. Other thing I wanted for my wreath was a bow, and I bought this ribbon thinking it would be a perfect match, and it's way too red. However, I figured out that if I put some of my brushed corduroy ink on it, it browns it up enough that it'll work. So this is just how I did the one side, and I'm going to do the other side so that it's uniform. This way I'm only using the ink for the part I need it for. And just take some of that brightness out of there. And I'm actually going to cut this off so that I know which part's the brown part and which part's not. That way I don't run into troubles later. If I go to tie my bow and my tails maybe aren't the prettiest. There. And that is a much better color. It's still not the same red as the background, but it's closer. It's not quite as bright and poppy as it was before. So I guess let's start assembling our page. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my corner pieces on, and I'm going to use this Ranger Medium, what is it? Oh, Multi-Medium Matte, because I've heard that's good for, like, it's a super sticky stuff, it dries matte, that's what the matte part's all about, and it should be really good for textured things. So it should help where my background is so textured. And I may need to hold these down for a minute, so I'm probably going to speed this part up. Apologize if these shots are being a little like topsy-turvy wonky. I'm using my phone because that has the best like clarity and like light pickup that we have of the like recording devices we have. We don't have like a camera. We do have a GoPro, but it makes everything very grainy. Apparently GoPro's really good at color and like fast, like it being in motion things, so it doesn't do completely fabulous at the still things. So I was looking at my wreath. It's looking a little dark. I kind of like it, but and I may completely regret this, but we're going to try dry brushing a tiny bit of white on there. Give it a little bit of frosty snow. I know, I just got rid of all the white and now I want to add white. That's how I roll. I'm going to use this teeny tiny little brush, and we're going to brush most of this white paint off. So like I said, I just want some, oops, I guess I should be in camera when I'm doing this. Maybe a little bit more than that. Yes. Dry brush stipple things. I think that might be what this is called, and I've got to be quick because it is picking up the green. The distress ink is reactive and it does reactivate, so we can only hope when this dries it maintains its lovely whiteness. So that is perfect. That is exactly what I was going for there. That worked out well. Let's tie my bow really quick. I'm going to go for a normal one because I don't think the sides on this matter. I thought it was like one-sided, but so I was going to tie it the way you tie one-sided bows, where you do the 2 loops and put them through the rabbit hole. But I think I should be fine like this. And I'm not sure whether the bow needs to go at the top. Oh, it needs to go at the bottom. It's going to cover up those berries down there, but I'll stick it a little lower, kind of on the inside. Let me clip my edges. Sorry, I also have limited space that I'm working with, so I don't have a lot of room to be having everything like super handy. Well, I think just right down there on the very tippy bottom. And that's on the least snowy part. So and I guess whoops, I could have used hot glue for all this, but I don't like how bulky hot glue is. Plus I know it doesn't, well, obviously it heats up to glue, and my Christmas things stay outside in the shed for the summer. That's where they go after Christmas time, so I don't really want my hot stuff out there. Okay, give me a second, let this dry. Okay, so now I think I'm going to stick my wreath in place. This ought to be fun. Nothing seems to want to dry quickly. I'm not sure why. This is my first time using this adhesive, so I don't know if any of you have. I live in Utah. It is winter. It's extremely dry here, so my furnace is set to 65, not super warm, but I'm warm enough. You'd think my glue should be. I don't know if it's that my pieces are so thick, if that's what the problem is, or if it's I need to be using a different glue. I'm not sure. My boyfriend offered to buy me some Beacon 3-in-1, or 3-in-1, is that what it's called? I've heard that's like cold hot glue, so it sets up similar to hot glue. And I was like, no, I don't even know what I'd use it for. I don't need that. I've got all this other glue. Because I have Mod Podge. I have the Tombow multi-mono glue for like just paper to paper. And then I've got this, and I've got glossy accents. I just didn't want anything to be glossy on this page because, well, the underneath at least to be glossy. I'm going to pause again while I let this dry. Sorry for all the breaks. I hope this filming style isn't like driving any of you crazy. If there's something you think I should be doing differently, and I may change up things in my future videos, but this is what we got for right now. We're kind of experimenting and testing and learning all together. Part of the noob process, right? Okay, hopefully my wreath is staying. We are not positive. If I just pulled my dang bow off, I'm not going to be happy. Okay, we're going to leave that. Quit fiddling with it. So I have my placard to stick down at the bottom. I think part of my problem is when I Mod Podged this. I should have put it between 2 sheets of wax paper and put a heavy book on top of it. I think that really would have helped because I am quite curved. And I'm hoping whatever I decide to do with these, I can overcome that. I'll have to remember that for the future. It's a little late now. So my little saying for today is it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I have these little Tim Holtz stickers. And I want them, I'm probably gonna, bring my handy dandy Mod Podge over here to be layered going down. And I'm just going to kind of set these for a minute. Oh, they are extremely uniform. I don't know that I love how uniform they are. Seems a little too blocky for me. So we're going to unblock them. And I think, oops. No. Come on, there we go. That could have been bad. I'm going to cut I was cutting the front part off because there was a little bit of, before the, and I'm going to do the same to Christmas. Stuck onto my, oh, that's much better. I don't think the other ones need to come apart. Sorry, I don't want that scrap sticking to my page. So I want this mostly centered, hopefully down here. I definitely want them stacked. Not like wonky or, I kind of want a center line through them. I thought this would be a cute saying, as I think I'd already mentioned once, the prompts go between Christmas songs and techniques, and today was a technique, not a Christmas song. However, I think maybe all mine will either be titles of Christmas songs or like a line in a Christmas song. Oh, and I really like that gold in there. And I don't know, I have a gold marker. I was thinking maybe of outlining them. I'm not sure on that one. No, I'm just using my multi-medium mat to stick down on December 1st. Uh-oh, I've got inky fingers. Shoot. Oh well. What would a mixed media project be without a little bit of inky fingerness on it, right? Alrighty, so I'm going to let this dry. Then I'm going to think about whether I want to do anything around that middle part, and I will be back. Alrighty, I believe that is secure, and I have been playing with my little Permapaque gold marker, and I think I am going to add some little highlights just to the sides and the bottoms of these words. I apologize if my head gets in here. I gotta be able to see. I did not come this far to screw it up now. My theory was this would add like a little bit of shading maybe. Just give the words a little more depth, help them pop off the page. That's why I just chose 2 sides as opposed to the whole thing when I do like that. I think that'll dry really nice. It looks kind of Looks a little greeny right now. Oh, that looks really good on camera. The other thing I wanted to do was go around my December 1st, so. Because this is Mod Podge napkin, it's really bumpy. So, trying to be really careful here. Like I said, I've come this far. Alrighty, and that gives it a little frame. I really didn't, I guess, think all of this all the way through. I don't have, like, I think I need an easel and a backdrop so I can take pictures of these, because I'm going to want to put pictures at the end of the video. So hopefully I will have that, and that will be the end of day one. I will kind of, I guess, bring it up a little closer. You can see all the texture of the napkin. I'm assuming you can see some of that gold glitter. Oh. Oh, oh. Dang nabbit. Got some white on there. My cute wreath, window, door kind of thing. And then my placard at the bottom. So I may or may not have photos at the end of this. I'd really like to get this up, so that may not happen today, but here is day one. I will see you for day two. Come back and visit me again. Bye.